Holmes, for heaven's sake, whatever's going on?
Oh, hello, Watson. You're early. Did you kill all of your patients?
What? Holmes, where have all these wretched bees come from?
I increased the temperature of the room so as to prevent them from hibernating. I needed to take a sample of honey. But it worked, Watson. We will have honey all year round.
Ridiculous and dangerous.
They're domestic bees, Apis mellifera, such industrious workers. Anyway, Watson, I am sorry, but I must leave you. I'm in rather a hurry.
You have a new case?
Yes, but nothing as thrilling as this experiment. A theft of plants at the Royal Botanic Gardens in Kew. I'm helping a minister who's an old friend of mine. You can join me if you like.
Well, I'll admit that I'd far rather accompany you than remain alone here with these workers of yours. Besides, you'll need a helping hand with the flowers you're intending to bring back.
Watson, however did you guess?
For the great Sherlock Holmes to bother with the theft of plants. Come on, admit that you're planning to spoil your little bees with some rare pollens.
Since when did I become so transparent? Let us go.
All right, hello and welcome back to Sherlock Holmes, Crimes and Punishments. I didn't plug in my controller. That seems to be a thing I forget to do. I was wondering why that looked off. Alright, we're gonna go investigate some botanical gardens, apparently. I love gardens, so this is gonna be great.
Well, Holmes, here we are at the Royal Botanic Gardens. There's no doubt that this place is beautiful. But are you really intent on investigating the theft of the plants?
Yes, of course.
Alright, Watson, let's get going.
Don't touch anything else, is that clear? Just go and get a bucket of fertilizer. And without turning it over this time. Good day to you, gentlemen. How may I help you? If you are here for a visit, please do come back on Sunday.
I am afraid that it cannot wait. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson. We are investigating the theft of plants that took place here 5 days ago. A remarkable collection, I believe.
So you're the one in charge, eh?
A small favour for a friend. Now, to whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
I am Martin Hamish. I am the Deputy Director of Kew Gardens. And that fellow yonder is Albert. He works here.
I am delighted to meet you. What can you tell us about the plants?
They were rare and exceptional plants. We presented them at our last exhibition. We haven't removed the stand yet. It is still in the large glass house. We only learned of their disappearance the evening after the exhibition, and nobody saw anything.
No doors were forced?
No, but I would imagine that for a thief it would be fairly easy to gain entry, for there are no guards here.
Well, if you don't mind, we will take a look. Now, you say that it is in the large glass house.
Yes, the one just behind me. Just a second, since Albert has nothing else to do. Albert, show these gentlemen where the exhibition was held.
How many people work here?
Only myself, but occasionally 2 students, Albert, whom you have met, and Miss White.
It was Miss White in the greenhouse with the garden shears.
Here it is. This is the place where the
Right,
stolen
new
plants
flashbacks.
were exhibited.
Thank you. Is there something the matter?
Yes, there is. All right, the plants were valuable and rare, but it seems to me that the tragedy that took place here only 2 days ago has been entirely forgotten already.
What tragedy are you referring to?
The director of Kew Gardens, Mr. Montague Dunn, he died here just 2 days ago.
We're very sorry. We were not aware. The two of you were good friends?
He was my father.
Oh dear. Our condolences. We should not be troubling you. Please do excuse us for the intrusion.
You say that he died here, in the large glass house.
Holmes?
Yes, just here, near the door to the colonial collection. He suffered a heart attack. Just like that. So suddenly. It was terrible.
Oh, indeed.
Excuse me, gentlemen, but I cannot remain here. If you need me, I'll be in the reserve. That's the room next to the front of the large greenhouse.
Of course, we understand.
I will be milking information out of you later, though.
Do not touch.
The plants were here. All of them were stolen.
All right. Let's look at this plant list.
Here is a list of the stolen plants.
Okay. That's great. Well, this is gonna be great. We just get to work with plants all day?
According to Albert, this is where his father, Montague Dunn, was found dead.
Oh, here we go.
The traces are thinner in some places.
Interesting.
These boot marks are fresh. It appears as though someone was dragging their feet. The footprints reveal that someone staggered here.
Huh.
The door was smashed at shoulder height. This door handle is new. It was recently changed.
Interesting. And then what's this over here?
Soil. It should have come from a flower pot. The soil on the side of this flower shelf is the same as that on the ground.
All right. And what are we trying to understand here? Am I supposed to exit this, or it usually kicks me out, right? Oh, broken.
Fragments of a flower pot.
That
It
makes
fell
sense.
down here.
Okay, okay. Okay, we're going a little further.
The esconson was breached near the handle. The door was forced from the inside of the Colonial Collection Room. The handle was changed afterwards.
I think we need to inspect the Colonial Collection Room.
Okay, that makes sense. Oh
Very
my.
strange. Half of the Colonial Collection is absent. The smell is strong. It is a detergent. These windows were perfectly cleaned.
Why were they perfectly cleaned? What do we have
This
here?
broken fragment was the result of a heavy blow. A fragment of marble, most likely chipped from a statue or sculpture. Part of this greenhouse was emptied and thoroughly cleaned.
Interesting.
This is one of the outlets of the ventilation system.
Okay. Oh, we still got more stuff here, or is this just telling me about the other thing? That's fine.
These plants come from all the territories of the British Empire.
What am I missing here? Oh, the broken... That would make sense, wouldn't it?
This pot was broken fairly recently. A flower pot recently fell down from these shelves and was misplaced.
Peculiar. We got a door here.
These trees, with their roots in water, must originate from Louisiana.
Louisiana.
The bayou. I remember our visit in the case of The Awakened.
I don't. Because I didn't play one of the other games, apparently.
According to this, they have light and moisture control in some parts of the building.
Interesting. I mean, that does make sense with a greenhouse.
Dry tropics.
That's exciting. You just get to explore a botanical garden.
According to this, they have light and moisture control in some parts of the building.
We mentioned that, yes. Anything on this? Nope. All right. Okay, we got
These
some
flower
pots.
pots are beautiful. They are intended to be used for exhibition purposes. The symbol is not from Kew Gardens.
Interesting. What else we got around here? Some nice cacti. You know, that's fine. It was the garden shears. God damn it. Okay, what do we got here? Anything else that we can just look at?
Dry tropics.
That's great. Okay. Okay, that was useless. Got it. Good to know.
There is a smell of burning.
Why is there just... Okay. Broken pot. What are you doing in there, little buddy?
The symbol is not from Kew Gardens.
Interesting. A gas mask.
A protective mask.
Well, there's
Someone set it alight, but it did not burn.
for some reason,
The
yeah.
remains of a picture frame.
Uh-huh.
A broom handle was half burned.
Uh-huh.
The plants were set alight fairly recently. Some have not completely burned.
Alright. I'll find something. Oh,
A door handle? Why would anyone throw such a thing in the fire? The door handle to the Colonial Collection and that of the fireplace are made of the same material.
that is quite strange. Why would they do that? I'm trying to understand why anyone would throw them into a burn pile if it's metal. It's not going to burn. Are they getting rid of evidence of like bio residue or some shit? Like, I don't...
Colonial Collection. Water lily greenhouse. Dry tropics.
You are here.
Ventilation system.
Oh, this is going to be a whole fucking ordeal.
Seed house. Nursery. Director's office, cloakroom, and laboratory.
And a palm house.
Farmhouse.
Alright. Oh, and the whole...
A map of Kew Gardens.
Alright. There's one thing I'm missing, apparently. Oh,
Reserve.
okay. Yeah, sure. That works. Nice wicket. God, all I know is a silly
A
wicket.
water tank.
I don't even know what the fuck a wicket is other than apparently a gate.
A ventilation system. It should regulate the temperature of the staff buildings. A ventilation system. It should regulate the temperature of the staff buildings.
Object of interest indeed. God, that's a loud gate.
Locked.
Fucking
Seed house.
bitch. Why the fuck this shit locked? Watson out the goddamn way. I want in the seed house. I would like in the goddamn seed house, please. Oh, I'm not doing this again. I'm missing something though. Like something is missing here. Otherwise, why would they let me do that again? Oh, it's an object of interest. Okay.
Locked.
Oh, motherfucker.
Nursery. Locked.
Motherfucker. Everything's fucking locked. Okay, come on, we got something. Come on now. Okay. Keep running. We can get in here. Come on, one of these.
Locked.
Fuck, piece
Nursery.
of fucking shit. It's fine. We will solve.
Locked.
Oh, you motherfucker.
Locked.
This fucking sack of shit. Okay. We got inexpensive glasses. He's got a dirty collar. He's unmarried. He's got gardener's hat. Yeah, okay, he's just a standard gardener that's not married.
Albert told us about the tragic death of Mr. Dunn, the late director of Kew Gardens.
Tragic indeed. His heart attack was quite unexpected.
Would you unlock the doors for us?
Do you expect to find the stolen plants there? I am sorry, but those rooms are private.
Fuck you.
Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We shall continue our investigation.
Oh, I'm stealing your fucking keys, dude. Don't think I fucking won't. I am insane.
Locked.
I will find a way in. You cannot keep me out. Let's head in here.
Can I help you, gentlemen?
I suppose we could use some keys, you know. That would be helpful. Or just where they might be found, you know. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Do you work here?
Yes, but part-time only, for I'm also studying botany at the University of London.
You're following in your father's footsteps, then. That is commendable.
Well, even if botany is not my strongest suit, there are people who say that I could be a good manager.
Yeah, no, he's absolutely consumed by grief. He's trying to figure out his life without his dad, and he is clean hands. That's it, clean hands.
Thank you, young man.
I mean,
We shall see you again soon.
I tend to keep my hands
Palm
clean
house.
too. Yard work, but still. Sort of thing. We're to be constantly working in
A
gardens.
task list for Albert, compiled by Martin Hamish. Sweep out the palm house, scrub the toilets, clean the storage shed tools.
Fair enough. I mean, if he's not doing much of gardening, or so just general maintenance around the garden, then that's a separate thing, I suppose. I mean, at least there's nice scenery that I just keep running past.
According to this,
Yeah. I am
According
curious what I am missing here. Because there's clearly something that I just have no idea. What is gone? Did I go out there or did I? Yeah, okay. Okay. Let's leave that open then. That's gonna be important for later. How do I get out of here quickly? I'm assuming this way is the fastest way out.
according...
I was to take a guess. Oh, nothing. Okay, got it. Random paper? Nope. Alright, let's get going. I can double check with you.
Just be careful.
Yep. Okay, got it. And get me out of here. I'm dropping my controller. That's not exactly the best thing doing. Here we are. Back home. Yes, we got a shit ton of things to research. Got it. Rare plants, botany. Chemistry, poisons, toxins, firing wounds, criminalistics, martial arts, marks and symbols? Chemistry? Poisons and toxins? Oh, right. Research. And then there's newspapers. Encyclopedia. Okay, there we go. Economic, technology, history, medicine, botany. Exotic plants.
Here it is.
Alright. That'll work. I would have liked to have read that, but that's fine. Symbol of the broken pot. Not research. Would it be a newspaper, encyclopedia?
That is not the one I need. That is not the one I need.
Symbol of the broken flower pot in the backyard. Symbol is not from Kew Gardens with me divine, if I'm not mistaken. Technology, history, medicine, botany.
That is...
Oh, I don't want encyclopedia. Newspaper. Oh, there's no time, so I don't think it's a newspaper. Tree poison, toxin, wounds, injuries, criminalistic, martial arts, marks, and symbols. Here we go. The members of this syndicate worship Truman, the God King. They strive to obtain spiritual peace and release themselves from the material world. So generous donations are appreciated.
Here it is. The Divine Syndicate is not a supplier to Kew Gardens. Besides, there is no address here.
Interesting. Symbol of the exhibit. Alright, what are we looking for? Symbol of flower pots found at Kew Garden. Pot did not belong there. Branded flower pots. Would it be in news? It would not be in newspaper. Would it be in encyclopedias? Symbol of flower pots. Science, economic science, technology, history, medicine, botany.
That is not...
Oh, we'll find it.
That is... That is not the one I need.
Okay, it's probably not newspaper, or maybe it is. Immigration, community calls to earthquake dumps, and Victoria, Wellington. Burglary, like treasure stolen, modest war. Flying lobsters. That is absolutely the one I need, and you know it. Oh, I'll find it. Oh, I'll find it. You just wait. Okay, so it's in research. It's probably in the far fucking marks and symbols bullshit. That probably would have been... There we go. Seymour's garden equipment and supplies. We are a premium supplier for all landscape gardening and timber requirements. Full range supply and delivery of sand, soils, mulches, pots, and anything else you may need. Alright.
Here it is.
I probably should have looked here. I didn't think they'd be in the same fucking spot, though. If we look here, we can see that there's one letter. Dear Mr. Holmes, I have finally found the courage to write you a letter. I can scarcely find the words to express my gratitude for your kindness. On that terrible day, I believed my life to be ruined, but at the same time I realized there to be one person in the world who truly loved me, and who I loved in return. His name we both know. He is Captain Jack Crocker. His love has given me true reason to live, even if we cannot be together in the end. None of this could have happened without you, Mr. Holmes. Sincerely, yours sincerely, Mary Brackenstone. That's lovely. That makes me feel like I've done the correct choice. You know? Just seems correct. You spying on the old lady?
Someone should take Toby for a walk.
Someone
Have you
should.
found something interesting?
I mean, what's interesting is you won't let me see the lady. Thank you. That's all I wanted. That is all I
Oh
wanted.
dear, Toby. I wasn't aware that you were Watson's new literary agent.
He's just tearing up everything. All right.
A map of London.
With that said, we have to go back to Kew Gardens? I thought we would have went to 3 Burlington Road to get the tingamabobber. Oh, there's more letters bearing me. A colossal scandal in high society. The well-known and remarkable archaeologist, the pride of our nation, Sir Rodney Bentcliffe, has been found murdered. The crime took place at the Roman Baths in Strand Lane, the location of the archaeologist's most recent research. But what is most truly shocking is that the murder of Sir Rodney was at the hand of his former friend and partner, Percival Blinkhorn. The death sentence is the only possible punish for this breed of villain.
This is where I keep my post.
Alright, that's fine. Yes. I suppose back to Kew Gardens, because I can't think of anything else to do. Because there's nothing left for me to do. Am I not done examining the place? Is that a problem? I mean, I need the keys, absolutely. Oh, we do have possession. Let's do this. Thank you. Is that a law?
Are you aware of the Divine Syndicate?
The Divine what? Is this a joke?
No, I am quite serious.
What a ridiculous name. Anyway, I have never heard of this syndicate.
Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We shall continue our investigation.
Interesting. Alright, boy. It's your time to confess. The Divine Syndicate, if you would.
Tell me, have you ever heard of the Divine Syndicate?
No, I cannot say that I have.
Thank you, young man.
Oh, well,
we shall
all
see
right
you
then.
again soon.
It's always great when I have so much information to go off of. Motherfucker. Oh, there is more shit.
This sign is broken. Something heavy was dropped upon it. Blood. Someone fell violently against this sign, and they were injured in the clash. Most likely a head wound. All the clues around here are quite suspicious. I need my imagination to make sense of it all.
Quickly, imagination, go! Oh, okay. Okay. No, not knocking over the pot first. Breaking in the door, knocking over the pot, falling on the fence. And there's something else that I'm not seeing. I mean, that seems right, right? Oh, what happens if I... What happens if I do it this way? He falls over. And then he gets back up. and then he hits the pot.
No, it wasn't like that.
I would imagine not. How badly can I mess this up? Whoops. He fell down, then he knocked over the pot, and he broke down the door. Yep, he cracked his head, stumble over, and then resets, and then he just swipes that over, and then he just flees back over here just to burst in.
No, it wasn't like that.
Yeah, I don't imagine it was. Fast forward, please.
This reconstruction reveals a disturbing fact. Montague Dunn damaged the door of the Colonial Collection Room.
He was in a panic, or the door was locked. Was it an accident, or a murder then, I wonder?
Well, let's find out. Dune was trapped. Alright. Or an autopsy. Oh, how lovely. We finally have something to go off of. Okay, we need to go get to the body. Which means we need to get the fuck out of here. Wish we had figured that all out beforehand so we could have done this in a more simple way. Would have been real nice, really. We need to get those fucking keys, man. We need to get those goddamn motherfucking keys. Throw on the God King. Nonsense. Oh yeah, we got the harpoon. We got a train whistle. We got the silver knife. We got some silver forks. I don't know how many are left, in all honesty.
I asked Inspector Lestrade to take Montague Dunn's body to Scotland Yard.
It's ready for autopsy then.
Okay. Well, let's, it's been a while since we've been here. Like interrogating and looking at
First
bodies
of all,
and shit.
let us carry out an external examination.
Okay. Okay, old man. Got a head
There is an
wound.
injury to the skull, most probably caused by the fall in the water lily greenhouse.
That is true, that is true.
The air from the lungs carries a faint floral aroma.
That is quite peculiar.
The vessels and the pupil of the eye appear quite normal.
Okay, good, good. That's great.
There are no suspicious marks upon the chest. Let us finish our external examination so that we can proceed with the autopsy. Nothing suspicious here.
Great.
No redness, stings, or bruises.
Okay.
Now, let us examine the internal organs.
Oh, we're gonna just cut him open like a lovely frog in science class. Oh, wow. Oh, I'll just take that, I suppose.
The heart's blood vessels show no pathological signs.
Okay, let's just spin that around, huh? I love having the heart of my
The
victim.
heart
not
tissue
victim.
shows no visible pathological signs.
Okay, let's just steal his lungs real quick.
The lungs are congested and edematous.
I don't know what that word means. Ooh, what happened here?
The tissue on the inferior lobe of the right lung is
Inferior
damaged,
lobe.
most probably caused by toxins from an unknown plant.
So the motherfucker was poisoned. Let's just take out his liver.
The liver is enlarged. It would seem that he was suffering from an alcohol addiction.
Okay.
The liver tissue is brown. There are no visible pathological signs.
Okay, so he was poisoned by exotic plants. I don't like this.
The stomach tissues show no visible pathological signs. There is a small amount of content. It appears that he breakfasted lightly, only a short while before his death.
How delightful.
My suspicions have been substantiated. Montague Dunn, the director of Kew Gardens, died from poisoning. Plant poisoning, to be more exact.
You mean
Yes, it is murder.
we should inform Lestrade?
Yes, but do remember, Watson, that I discovered the murder. The challenge is mine.
The challenge, Holmes?
We need to locate that deadly plant. Such a perfect murder appeals to me.
Murder of any kind appeals to you. Is that all we need to do?
No, we also have the people working at Kew Gardens. Martin Hamish and the son of the victim, Albert Dunn.
And also Miss White, of whom we spoke with Mr. Hamish. Should we bring them all here for interrogation?
No, a few innocuous questions at Kew will suffice, as well as a discreet delve into their personal affairs.
Some of the children.
Yes, Watson, it is time now to open the doors.
Even those in the staff building. I suppose that is necessary.
We should also be concerned with the victim himself. After all, we don't know very much about Montague Dunn.
You're enjoying this already, aren't you?
Oh, absolutely.
More than a little.
He loves a good conundrum. Deadly plants were stolen, and he was fucking poisoned, so... Those may be those who stole the exotic plants, including the deadly species, from the last exhibition at Kew Gardens. Theft and murder is a possibility. Now I say, we get the hell out of here.
A very good day to you, my friend. Is Inspector Lestrade in?
I'm sorry, sir, but the inspector's absent at the moment.
Okay, no rush, no rush. We'll just, wait then. You know how it is. I wish they told you, like, hey, you need to go back and look at this information. Like, look up shit, because, like, that's the part that really screws me over, is the fact that I'm not told, hey, you should go back to your home and then look up a lot of shit. Or you have to do this chemical analysis. Usually the chemical analysis ones are fairly good at telling you need to do that, but I don't know, sometimes this game does not give you any direction. I just want to be, like, nudged in the right direction of, like, hey, you should probably go back because you're out of shit to do in this area.
Mr. Hamish, can you explain to us what happened
Or
to
you
the
should talk to
colonial
people
collection?
again.
It seems somewhat depleted.
But, most likely maintenance work, tidying up.
You're not sure, then? But you're the deputy director.
Well, I am busy. I cannot be everywhere at once.
Okay, okay.
As deputy director, how is your relationship with Montague Dunn?
To be honest with you, Mr. Holmes, it could have been better. You see, every Tuesday he would carry out his inspection of the gardens, but it was solely to make an impression. Great pretense that he cared at all. He would give out absurd orders, ignoring anyone else's opinion. He would then disappear for the rest of the week. He was what some might call a man of action. I'd say rather he was overzealous and chaotic. So after all, it was no wonder, perhaps, that he ended up like that, if you take into consideration his kind of lifestyle.
Ooh, talking ill of the dead.
You mentioned that Mr. Dunn led a particular lifestyle.
Well, it's no secret that he enjoyed, celebrating, shall we say? He was a member of the London Smart Set. He was famous for it. That
And
he had an eye for the ladies, to put it mildly, Mr. Holmes.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Mr. Hamish, can you tell us who holds the keys to the locked greenhouses?
That would be Albert, Mr. Dunn's son. Yes, Albert keeps all the keys, and one can only imagine why.
What do you mean?
Well, he was never interested in Kew Gardens before. And now all of a sudden he is trying to act as if he owns the place. I think he wants to take over the management here. He'd do better to leave that to me. He has no experience. No, none at all.
Interesting.
What is your opinion of Albert as a student of botany?
He's useless. I often tell him so, and I can only give him cleaning tasks. Botany is not his life's work, and his father well knew it. He was furious about it.
He was.
Oh, yes. He forced his son to work here, and he never missed an opportunity to criticize him publicly.
Oh, jeez.
Are you able to elaborate on that?
Well, for example, with our last exhibition here, Mr. Dunn had Albert make a presentation speech. But then, while the lad was speaking, Mr. Dunn interrupted him, asking him difficult questions, making him look like a failure. It was with the intention of making a fool of him, Mr. Holmes.
That must have been terribly humiliating.
Yes, he was crushed, and he had to leave. Everybody was making fun of poor Albert. That is, except for Miss Margaret White, who is such a nice lady and who always takes pity on Albert.
Interesting. So you're saying Margaret White poisoned the old man?
You mentioned a Miss White. Would you tell us more about her?
She is a student who works here part-time. She is quite charming indeed. She possesses a great talent for botany. You should take a look at some of her experiments that she carried out in the laboratory. Ah, if only she were not so naive.
Why naive?
The way she used to flutter around Mr. Montague Dunn. And why, he couldn't help but be flattered by all her attention. How could an intelligent woman such as Miss White not see through his game? I can only scratch my head and wonder.
Oh, I'm pretty sure she saw through it.
Tell me, Mr. Hamish, do you grow the more deadly variety of plant here?
You mean insectivorous? Yes, but nothing larger than that.
Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We shall continue our investigation.
All right. More meant the poisonous kind, but, you know. Excuse me.
Who is Miss Margaret White?
Ah, she is the young lady who studies with me. She visits here sometimes to help out with the greenhouses. In fact, she should be here today. She wanted to work at the seed house. That's the small greenhouse across from the large glass house.
We noticed that a part of the colonial collection has been cleared.
Ah, at the moment I'm just dealing with the storage room. I don't know much about the other rooms.
Okay, fair enough.
I imagine that your relationship with your father may have been a strained one.
Yes. I cannot say that he was a kind man, for he never listened to me at all. He forced me to work here. But now, after his death, I've been pondering it over. Perhaps he wasn't so wrong about me after all. I have to follow his path, and I have to manage Kew Gardens, and I can do it. I can be as good as any other who works here.
Would you please tell us about Martin Hamish, the deputy director?
Well, I have to tell you that Mr. Hamish is not and has never been the deputy director of Kew Gardens. My father would not have tolerated it.
Indeed? That is most interesting. He told us that he was.
Yes, because he believes that the management should be passed down to him now that my father is dead. But in actual fact, Mr. Hamish only has the honour of being the garden's longest-serving employee. In fact, if we are to think logically at all, it should be me who takes over the management of Kew Gardens.
Do you not have a good relationship with Mr. Hamish?
I suppose so. But we have very little in common. Mr. Hamish loves his plants and Kew Gardens, and I cannot say that I share his passion.
I see. And how was his relationship with your father?
Oh, he hated my father. It was obvious. He would be furious whenever my father boasted of Kew Gardens in the newspapers or at conferences. He was convinced that my father was stealing all of the credit for himself. But my father treated Mr. Hamish in the same way as he treated anyone. Dismissively. With indifference.
Okay.
Do you hold the keys to all of these locked doors?
Yes, you can have them. But I cannot give you the keys to the cloakroom. The employees' effects are private. I am sure you understand.
I do, but I will
Thank
be
you,
getting
young
in there
man.
eventually.
We shall see you again soon.
Indeed, soon for those other keys. Doom was trapped, and there was some poisoning that was happening. After being trapped in the Colonial Collection room by the killer, Montague Doon was affected by inhaling a virulent fecal poison. It wasn't fecal. It was a different word, but I'm not going to go back and look. Okay, we got rooms. We got keys to places.
Locked.
It's not locked anymore, motherfucker. Okay, laboratory table. Wet bottle trace. He was drinking.
There was a bottle here. It left behind a trace of the substance that pervaded the laboratory.
Interesting.
Gold
Gold
dust.
dust.
Good heavens. What's it doing here?
The gold is almost immune to chemical attacks, so it may be a valuable auxiliary for various experiments.
But why would anyone perform such experiments in a botanical garden?
That's a good fucking question.
Several drops of the substance were spilled. Someone carried this bottle around.
Oh yeah, no, he
Several
was...
drops of the substance were spilled. Someone carried this bottle around. The bottle is no longer here, but it is possible to detect a faint scent. We need a good nose.
Oh hell yeah. We get to play as a dog again. Toby.
A phonograph used for
The
voice
greatest.
recording. Remarkable.
Nose.
Yes, this is quite a modern laboratory. I don't hear anything. I don't hear anything.
I don't suppose you do.
I don't hear anything.
And it seems clear from these multiple experiments that plants do respond to their environment and have a form of consciousness. Margaret White, February 1895. Report number 245.
Study report.
Martin Hamish's perception of plants. The notion of communication in the plant world has long been considered marginal, yet I remain convinced that some plants do indeed transmit chemical signals in the event of attack.
A study report by Martin Hamish.
In the event of attack. Interesting choice of words there.
This is a table for experiments. It resembles my own.
Only this one is kept in good order, Holmes.
You keep your snarky remarks to yourself, boy. Evidence required.
Chemicals. A sufficient quantity for some serious experiments.
Great. Okay, university book.
A botany book.
Great.
This student's book belongs to Albert.
Repeat year. Interesting. He really was not great at botany.
Locked.
Yeah.
Holmes, Albert Dunn didn't give us the key to this door.
Not
It
yet.
does
he
not
didn't.
matter. We will open it.
Oh, never mind. We're getting in there regardless. Oh, son of a bitch. Alright. Oh god, how are we gonna do this? Okay, let's say that. And then that goes like that. Yep, and then we go one more in. Okay, and then we just Ever so gently put that there. Apparently this is wrong. Oh my. Oh, this is going to be quite interesting. Let's just rotate everything to get to, I don't know. I don't know. Where do I start? Where the fuck do I start? I need like a fucking starting point. Oh, motherfucker! Okay, yeah, that would have helped, wouldn't it have? Oh, Christ. Alright, let's try lining this shit up. Okay, that works. Okay, we'll just run that along like that. Okay, great, great. That's fine. Okay, great. Oh, no, 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 no. Thank you. I was gonna say I'm not gonna touch it. It's just gonna work.
Open.
We're fine. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. That was a really hard lock. Holy
Miss
fuck.
White's locker.
That is a nice hat.
A draft
That's
of the
mine
letter
now.
that Miss White sent to her parents.
Dear mother and father, I am writing this letter with reluctance to ask for your help. My studies and my housing costs have proven to be more expensive than I had anticipated. I fear therefore that I may not be able to manage in the long term. I know that we have had our disagreements in the past, but would you be so heartless as to allow your daughter to fail her studies due to lack of money? Interesting.
Apparently, Miss White is a capable student.
Okay, fair enough. A nice box. I like boxes.
These jewels must be worth a small fortune.
Yeah, why the fuck is she having trouble with her studies yet? Dear Margaret, I know how your financial troubles are overwhelming you at this present time. Please let me reassure you that I could not permit you to remain in such a dilemma. I was born of a wealthy family. I would consider it an honor if you might accept my help. Your devoted servant, Albert.
A vanity purse. It is of high quality.
What do we got in here, buddy? Margaret, we were surprised to receive your letter. How could you think to ask us for money after all of these years I have passed since you left? These years that have passed since you left. And without any thought of us. You have never shared with us any detail of your success at the university, but you choose to do so now. We suppose you must be ashamed of us, for we are not from the same high class as your new friends. We are modest people, but you should learn to put your family first, as we at home have always done. And none of us ever compromised their reputation, as it appears you have already with your employer. Mr. Dunn. No, Margaret, it is you who makes us feel ashamed. Jesus Christ, parents. Alright there, fucking home trouble, I
Martin
suppose.
Hamish's locker. Father and I, Kew Gardens.
Okay, so...
A review on rare and exotic plants.
Oh, how
Martin
interesting.
Hamish has written several pieces.
I mean, he's a botanist, let's be honest here. Mr. General Secretary! Recent events unfolding at Kew Gardens oblige me to renew my application for the management position. As I have stated already in my previous letters, I believe that no one is better suited for the post. While Mr. Montague Dunn was alive, I understood your reservations to my suggestion. Your reasons were political, and so I was happy to comply. But now the Kew Gardens lie in disorder. How can I stand by and allow it? How can I leave them in the hands of inexperienced people with no motivation? I must urge you to cast your decision as a matter of urgency so that I may devote myself entirely to the noble task ahead and free my mind from this uncertainty.
Martin Hamish studied chemistry. Interesting.
Jesus Christ. Watson, what the fuck? You just... It's fine.
Albert's locker. Specialist articles on shipyards and ship construction. Albert Dunn has a great passion for shipbuilding and the sea.
A
A
refusal
rejection letter from the British Royal Naval College.
letter. Ooh. Sir, it is my regret to inform you that despite your excellent results within our entry examinations, we are unable to invite you into the Royal Navy School. Your father, Mr. Montague Dunn, has expressed his intention to entrust to you the dictatorship of the Royal Botanical Gardens in Kew. And it is clear that he would not release you for an entire year of naval training. Please accept all our best wishes for your future at Kew Gardens. Yours very faithfully, J.M. Lemchand, Director of the Royal Navy Training Center. That is upsetting. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Young Albert, standing with a woman in front of London University.
How peculiar. Oh, how interesting.
Gloves, waterproof aprons, everything one might need for self-protection.
Do they grow dangerous plants here?
Oh, indeed.
It appears as though the protective equipment is missing from here.
Oh, indeed it is. It's burning. Where are the pants on that one?
Such masks are generally worn when dealing with toxic chemicals.
How very interesting. We're still missing evidence from there.
What should we do?
We should get out of this goddamn room is what we should do next. I wish to press this button and... realize that nothing goes together. How delightful. That is wondrous indeed. I'm going into the goddamn stupid nursery.
Locked.
Let me in. I told you there was only a matter of time before I was allowed in here.
These young plants must be delicate if they are kept in the nursery.
Yeah, they're very, very delicate.
A glasses case. It is empty.
God, I am fucking tired, man.
A thesis, written by Martin Hamish. This area serves as Martin Hamish's office.
Interesting. What do we have here that I can't fucking see because it's not... Yeah, we'll just look at this anyway.
This poster is for an exhibition that Martin Hamish was directing,
Oh.
but it had nothing to do with Kew Gardens. This certificate belongs to Martin Hamish. He won a horticultural competition.
Interesting. Oh. Any second now.
We can see the interior of the Colonial Collection Room from this window.
Interesting. Why would that be important? Why might that be important? Oh, hey, look, that statue. Why, hello there, chunk of head
I
missing.
am curious if the marble that we found... Here it is. The marble fragment that we found in the Colonial Collection Room is what they have in common.
Huh.
It is a bust of Montague Dunn.
Interesting. Why was that in there? Oh.
The seeds of plant species are stored here.
I mean, yeah, that's what this place is. It's a... Watson.
Locked.
Thank you. The seed
Open.
house. Oh, hi. Well, we'll get to you in a minute. We're just gonna look around real quick, like. There's no... There we go. Nothing, eh? Fair enough. Nice work desk.
A book about ships. Nothing at all to do with plants.
He likes ships, we know this.
These leather gloves are new and of good quality. They do not appear to have been used. Materials for college study. They belong to Albert. This place serves as Albert's office.
Indeed it does.
From here, we are unable to see the interior of the Colonial Collection Room.
Yep. That is indeed true.
Good day to you, miss. You have some very beautiful plants here.
Why, thank you, sir. And good day to you, too. But...
Oh, I do beg your pardon. My name is Dr. John Watson. This is my good friend, Mr. Sherlock Holmes.
I am honored to make your acquaintance, gentlemen. My name is Margaret White. Excuse me, but are you Sherlock Holmes, the great detective?
Indeed.
Yes, I am he.
What a pleasure to see you here at Kew Gardens. Are you working on a case?
You seem very suspicious, lady. Expensive perfume. We're missing something. Oh. And unmarried. How interesting.
Yes, a theft of plants that took place here a few days ago after their most recent exhibition.
Oh yes, of course. I quite forgot about that.
I'm 100% in the boat that she is a murderer. Like, she just screams, I'm guilty. Holy fuck.
Oh, it's quite understandable that you might forget about the theft of the plants, miss, after the tragedy that took place here.
Yes. The director was a truly good man. It is such a terrible misfortune.
He was not a good man.
Would you happen to know why part of the Colonial Collection was cleared?
No, I have never been there.
Do you work here?
Part-time only. I am a biology student at the London University. I attend the same classes as the son of Mr. Montague Dunn. That is how I found my chance to work here for part of my thesis, you see. It is a great honor.
I'm sure it is, murderer.
How well did you know Mr. Montague Dunn?
He was a master, a great leader. I saw him almost as a spiritual father.
A
He
spiritual
had
father
an exceptional nature.
that you wanted
Oh
to
yes,
kill.
indeed. He was always so active, and so optimistic, and very nice to me. Although he could behave harshly towards his son.
Why so?
He loved his son dearly and wanted the very best for him. It made him extremely demanding. Albert, who is naturally shy, suffered because of it.
The Divine Syndicate. Does that name mean anything to you, by any chance?
Not at all. But it is a very pretty name.
Most of the doors in Kew Gardens are locked. Do you have a key to this room?
Oh, yes. Albert gave me a set of duplicate keys. He agreed I might carry out my studies without disturbing him. It is only temporary.
Okay.
Thank you, miss. None of the 3 people who work at Kew Gardens know why half of the colonial collection was cleared. So, someone is lying. It is obvious.
Yeah, that's 100% what's happening here. Alright, alright. There's nothing else in here that I can even look at. Fantastic. Okay. Oh, how many... Is there one more? There might be one more mystery ahead of us. Alright, that works. So one of these 3 is a murderer. I'm heavily leaning towards Miss White. Like, it's not even close. Excuse me? I figured you'd have something to say. Or I'd have something to ask, I guess.
Mr. Hamish, was someone from your family connected with Kew Gardens?
Family? No. I'm the only one with a passion for botany.
Oh. But the photograph with your father...
I do not think so. This photograph of you and your father at Kew Gardens suggests the opposite.
But you have no right to.
Do tell us more about your father.
He was, indeed, the greatest botanist of his time in the British Empire. He worked together with Montague Dunn until the end of his life. He brought me in at the age of 12.
Did he get on well with Mr. Dunn?
Of course he did.
No, I couldn't say that. They expanded Kew Gardens together, that was all. And it was all my father's work, for Dunn always lived the high life.
So Mr. Dunn was not helping your father?
Oh, yes, he provided the financial support. And as far as he was concerned, that fulfilled his role. But the worst of it was, he declared himself as the master of Kew Gardens. Fame meant nothing to my father. So it was easy for Mr. Dunn to take all the credit.
He does have motivation, but I don't see him as a person that would murder.
There is a bust of
It is
Montague
possible,
Dunn
still
in the nursery.
A bust? Oh, that old thing. Further proof of that outrageous ego of his.
But why in that room in particular?
Oh, I don't know. It has always been there.
No, that's a lie, sir.
It is strange, because I recovered a fragment of the bust inside the Colonial Collection Room.
Really? Oh, well, so I am mistaken. It ought to have been removed during the cleanup. This room is so small.
Do you know who moved it?
I have no idea. Surely Mr. Dunn requested it. Do you have any more questions like this? Because fragments of rock are not my responsibility.
Evidently.
That's such a lovely
Thank you,
word.
Mr. Hamish. We shall continue our investigation.
Evidently.
Locked.
Oh, a nice director's office. How delightful. Champagne, yes, please. Even though it's disgusting.
Champagne.
I like my fruity
Montague
drinks,
Dunn
goddammit.
had good taste. French wine. A remarkable vintage.
Okay, he was just a very wealthy drunk. What a fucking water buffalo. The realistic photo really throws you for a loop. We got
Newspapers discussing Kew Gardens.
he does have the knowledge for it. He has the motivation for it. Damn. Maybe it's not Miss White, but she looks so fucking guilty. The Kew Gardens team are pleased to announce the successful production of a new variety of barley, one that retains a complete resistance to the cold. They have named it the Siberian barley. Mr. Martin Hamish, the proud cultivator of the graft, will hold a press conference today, next Monday morning, on this very subject. Okay. Wait, okay, the letters are standing. Got it. My dearest Margaret, following our last conversation, I believe it might be better if you vacate your position here at Kew Gardens. As you pointed out bluntly, you are no longer in need of my support. You are able to stand up for yourself in this world, as you say. Will I give you back your freedom and wish you nothing but good luck? Interesting.
A photograph of Montague Dunn and Reynold Hamish.
Oh, we're cracking it safe. Oh, absolutely. Okay, so 223. Two, two, three. 2233. Okay, got it. That's going to be 4. Or not. Yeah, that's fine too. It's probably going to be 3. Damn, it's 4, motherfucker. Okay, I should have just went for it. Goddamn. Fucking piece of shit, man. This is so fucking tedious. Please work. And sometimes it just fucking goes and sometimes it doesn't. I don't understand. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, that was really not that hard. It was just tedious. Okay, we got a letter. More reading. Love it. Mr. Dunn, we must ask you for the last time for the return of our dear sisters. You do not have any right to hold them imprisoned. They do not belong to you. Your so-called permissions are wholly false. You are hiding behind lies. The lie we need not elaborate. That was reported in the press as the case of June 14th, 1889. Motherfucker, they gave you a date to look up. What you've done is quite abhorrent. Be sure that we shall never abandon our family members. We trust you and regret having... Sorry, we trusted you and regret having done so. The Divine Syndicate. Jesus Christ. Okay. Another letter. How fucking lovely. My dear friend, please allow me to express my disappointment upon reading your last letter. Jesus fuck. Reading, it's not my strong suit, apparently. I am paying you to defend me, not accuse me. Kew Gardens is a royal institution. We are granted the great opportunity to travel the world and to save the most extraordinarily precious and rare species of plant. Our duty is to protect such species, and from those who might wish to use them for dubious purposes. This divine syndicate of whom you speak have no right to hold such precious plants. Remember this, the case of June 14th, 1888. So I must respectfully ask you once again to notarize the permissions on these plants on behalf of Kew Gardens. The documents were sent to you on Monday. Yes. See you in Boodles on Tuesday, as always. What's you done? Okay. Motherfucker!
I suggest that we don't tell Miss Margaret White about this document.
The debt of Miss Margaret White to Mr. Montague Dunn. Rental of a suite of rooms at Oxford Street. An educational scholarship at London University. Credits opened at Hamilton, Radigan House. Tailors at a Baird & Sons Luxury Jewels. What the hell? That is quite interesting. Okay, we got the date on Montague Dunn. Nice. We need to look up that fucking date, that's for fucking sure. Okay, yep, okay. That's great and all. Do we have any other connections real quick? If I press the correct button, that would be neat. Okay. Anything else? Yup, okay, one last try. Nope, okay, got it. So we have 3 new leads. Hamish's motive. Martin Hamish had a motive. He believed that he and his father's lives had been ruined by Dunn, who had taken the credit for all of their work. Hamish wished to take over the directorship, Jesus Christ, of Kew Gardens, but he knew that would not be possible with Dunn still alive. Not really. I mean, yes, it's really up in the air at this point. Margaret White's studies and social situations were completely dependent upon yes. Miss White and Mr. Dunn had a recent disagreement. Montague Dunn was planning to release Miss White from her position at Kew Gardens. Yes, that is indeed true. What is my game plan, so to speak? Wrong button. Ahem. Find the stolen plants from the last exhibition at Kew Gardens. Find the plants that were used to kill Mr. Montague Dunn. Find out who killed Mr. Montague Dunn and use Toby to track the strange scent. Yes, that's what I was missing. I had a feeling I'd do you. Back to Baker Street. Oh, Toby. One moment. Good, she's still there.
Come on, Toby. We have some work for you to do.
Oh, indeed.
Let us go to Kew Gardens.
To Kew Gardens. Off we go to. Oh, wait. No. We must do this first. We must look at the newspapers of 1989. Scandal of the Divine Syndicate. The Divine Syndicate Club, followers of the God King Threwan, situated on 48 Grosvenor Street. Carlton Road. Protectors of plants and more particularly trees are currently the subject of an administrative investigation. The leaders of this organization are suspected of financial malfeasance. It may be that this investigation will lead to charges of judicracy. Judy. Not a fuck. I give up. Jesus Christ. Meanwhile, many voices have risen high against this inspection, denouncing the state. In fact, this private organization, which has given as its goal the defense and protection of nature, and which incorporates many persons of influence, including political representatives of the opposition party.
Here it is.
Fucking Christ.
And here is the Divine Syndicate's address. Perfect. It is time to find out what they have against Montague Dunn.
I mean, we're gonna deal with Toby first. We've got to deal with Toby first, right? That's how this works. This is going to be a long one, apparently. There he is. Look at him. Look at him just living life. He lives like Larry. You know he does. Well, Toby, let's go figure shit out.
Let us take Toby to the laboratory. He will pick up the scent of this mysterious substance.
Indeed.
Search, Toby. Search.
Oh, I'm searching. Let's fucking go. Go, Toby, go. Oh my god, he's psychic. Psychic? No, not psychic. Fuck. What is that? What is that word? Control thing with mind, open up door with mind, something. It's not psychic. What the fuck? I don't know what it is. Hidden place. What do we got here, bud?
Congratulations, Toby. Now let us see what you have found.
A hidden bottle.
This is the bottle that was used in the laboratory. There is still some liquid remaining in the bottle, with gold flakes, a tiny caterpillar. Not surprising to see one in a garden, but at the bottom of a bottle.
That is a little peculiar. Good job, Toby.
Brave Toby. The best nose in the British Empire.
Indeed he is. It's not psychic. It's not psychic.
If I go there,
What is
Toby will wait for me in the cab.
Oh, okay, that's fine. He's just on his day out, you know? He just needs to see the world for a bit. He needs to go out for a walk. He's deserved it. He deserves it.
This place is beautiful.
Oh my.
Holmes. Its atmosphere is remarkably soothing.
Let us find someone who could help us.
That guy right there, that looks a little insane, but oh my god, this does look... I mean, if graphics were a little better, I'm sure this would look amazing. What the fuck am I... Oh, over there. I was gonna say, what am I looking at? Hi there. What are you? I'm just a...
The Kew Gardens symbol.
Okay.
Fragments of a flower pot. It fell down here.
Great.
A fragment of a flower pot.
Apparently there's more. Supposedly... No, okay, we're good. Never mind. Let's go talk with that lovely man who's just living his best life, and I want to step on that and ruin it for you. Intrusive thoughts, it's fine.
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock...
I am exalting the sap. A while can you wait? From the trace of elements, and moreover, from the quality of the ambient geotropism, it depends. Therefore, please, mind my gravitropism. Its balance. Do not disturb.
Disturbed is most definitely the word.
I agree.
Completed is the symbiosis. Welcomed you are.
To introduce myself, I shall. I am the Green Grand Mystic.
The Green Grand Mystic himself.
This is me. Who am I speaking to?
We are two gentlemen who are extremely interested in the vegetation philosophy that is advocated by this establishment.
Listening to you, I am.
Well, first I want to take a good look at you. Because every good investigation starts with me staring at somebody. Okay. He's got calluses on his fingertips. He's definitely got a palm injury of an acid burn of chemical practice. Interesting. Oh, I'll figure out what you know.
We should like to take a look around, to immerse ourselves in the wisdom that emanates from here.
It is a school of anastomosis, the divine scholastic syndicate for vegetation veneration and meditation. You may say, the divine syndicate, glory to the eukaryotic. Only true devotees, those whose hearts are ready to spermatophize in sharing of knowledge, are permitted to physically enter our vegetable kingdom and its wisdom. And to be permitted, you must earn it. Yes.
Oh my lord.
Do you have friends at Kew Gardens?
None. Not worthy there.
The symbol of the broken branded flower pots, or the symbol on a broken pot?
Do you have friends at Kew Gardens?
None. Not worthy there.
Okay, so it was just this branded flower pots. No? Okay, so if you do get it wrong, you just have to select correct
Do
one
you
again.
have...
None. Not worthy there.
Kew Garden. Oh, because the symbols that were on the pots that are here are not the ones that are over. Why?
Nevertheless, we have seen Kew Gardens flower pots in your yard. How could they happen to be there?
What? Our sacred place you permitted yourself to search? Sacrilege.
No, really now. There was a theft of plants at Kew Gardens a matter of days ago, and we believe the pots we found here may be connected with it. Please tell us, were you involved?
No. Those plants were ours. They had stolen them from us.
How so?
Their director, Dump, I believe.
Done.
Yes, that's what I said. He borrowed from us 3 of our sisters for the exhibition at his greenfly-infested gardens. But he never gave them back to us. Excuses and imbecility. So we went in and saved them.
I see. So, if you stole those rare plants from them, then it means... Ah, I get it. Bravo, Holmes. I think the case is solved.
No, we did not steal. We saved. Well, as a matter of fact, we were unable to find our 3 plants.
I beg your pardon. And yet you took all of the exotic plants from the stand.
They had disappeared. It was the least we could do. They stole our sisters, and so we stole theirs.
Again, these guys are just guilty of stealing plants. I don't think they murdered anybody.
Green Grand Mystic, we are ready to become devotees and gain access to your temple.
What is the name of our lord, our god king?
He's Trewan, the God King.
Our God King's name is Trewan, Green Grand Mystic.
Oh la, good, I like you. Here is the holy key to the wisdom place. Holy donation can you make whenever you so wish.
Thank you so much.
I pray you to taste our fertilizer substance. From the
what?
burdens of life it helps to free.
But of course.
Of course.
Raw sap, it is called. It is near the entrance.
Okay. Just raw
Well,
sapling.
we will leave you to your meditation.
Okay there. Fucking crazy motherfuckers. Okay, let's just get in here and just get going, shall we? Fucking crazy people.
You came to make a donation? Glory to Triwan!
This must be Triwan, the Divine Syndicate's god.
Yep.
This door is locked, but I can try to open it.
With a witness, of course. That's always lovely. Oh, for the love of... Okay, let's just go ahead and put that right there. Okay, then we gotta line up one of these bad boys. Okay. God, the fact that I have to fucking... Oh, that's the connection. Okay, that's good. Okay. But this isn't. What the? Oh, I gotta undo that and then go this way. Oh, does that? No, that doesn't quite work. That doesn't work either. That one does, though, right? If I connect that there, it works. Beautiful. Okay, now that we understand we can move the fucking thing side to side, that's so much easier. You'll excuse me, sir. I'm allowed in here. Okay.
These instruments are used for smoking opium.
Oh, shit. I don't think that's legal, guys. What are you doing? Interesting. Nice chemicals we have
This
here.
cabinet is full of chemicals. They are the same as the ones we found in the laboratory at Kew Gardens.
How interesting.
That would be enough to perform the most difficult of chemical experiments.
I would fucking imagine so. Jesus Christ. Apothecary on this motherfucker.
A vast amount of opium.
Jesus fuck, guys. Okay, what am I missing here? I'm missing some... Oh, I probably could have went back and done the one thing first. That's fine. Alright. What do we got here?
Caterpillars. They are raised as food for certain plants. Let's take them.
All of them? Okay. It's got a handful of fucking caterpillars now.
A tropical plant. Nothing of interest.
Okay, geez.
A tropical plant. Nothing of interest.
Great. Fucking piece of shit plants, apparently.
These 3 plants are identical to the ones shown at the exhibition. I shall take them.
Okay, that's mine, and that's mine. Those look fucking horrifying, by the way.
A tropical plant. Nothing of interest. A tropical plant. Nothing of interest.
Great. What else we got over here in this cage?
A tropical plant. Nothing of interest. A tropical plant. Nothing of interest.
Oh, really? I mean, they are pretty interesting. So we just came here, steal some fucking plants and some caterpillars, and just be on our fucking way? Jesus Christ. Fancy thing, and let's get the fuck out of here, shall we? I think we should try to talk to this guy at least.
Follow my path, and better you will feel.
I'm good. I feel pretty okay right now, you know? It always helps me to know that there are more crazy people in the world than myself. So, you know, that's... Yeah. We just, go on about our day, you know?
Let us determine just what we have found here. Let us pour liquid from the bottle into a test tube to perform an analysis.
Okay.
This is the bottle that we found hidden at Kew Gardens. Let us use a pipette to take a sample of the liquid and fill a test tube.
Okay, pipette, please. Sample. Unknown liquid. Great. Let's just swig that and we'll,
A colorless, water-based liquid.
Yep. Let's just ingest that motherfucker.
Quite a strong floral aroma.
Oh, and that would... Yep.
Holmes? What are you doing?
It has a bitter taste.
I was
What if
fucking
it's poisonous?
joking.
Did you ever see poison stored in enormous jars like that? Anyway, there is a doctor nearby.
So, what do you think it is?
It is some kind of organic compound. Let us vaporize the liquid and see what happens.
Okay. Let's just, vaporize this bitch and oh my.
Small colorless crystals. Colorless, tiny crystals that are soluble in water, with a floral smell and a bitter taste. Watson, could you pass me that small bottle, please?
Of course. Here you are. Holmes, do you know what it is?
Wagner's reagent. There was a label on the bottle that you passed to me.
No, Holmes, I meant the bottle that we found.
Let me add the reagent and see if there is any sediment, and then I shall tell you. I need to take a pipette and make several drops of the...
Thanks. Okay. Okay. We're gonna swig that one too?
Red sediment, just as I suspected. This liquid is of organic origin. It contains some alkaloid. Most likely it is unstable, and that is why there is a quantity of gold dust to prevent contamination. This mixture is probably a fertilizer. Someone was carrying out unusual experiments in the garden's laboratory.
Great. Okay. The device syndicate stole all the plants from the exhibition, including the deadly species. They could have used them in order to murder. They could have. Okay. I don't think that's the right answer. Okay. Poisoning. Suspicious ingredient. Okay, what do we got here? Come with the laboratory and the caterpillars perform an experiment deadly plant. Yeah, that would be nice to do, wouldn't it? Okay, that's great. Let's do this.
According to the deadly plants information, in order to perform our experiment, we will need fertilizer and food. Caterpillars should do nicely.
Okay, I need fertilizer. Watson, what the fuck
This
are you doing?
green grand mystic fellow seems rather suspicious, Holmes. What should we do next, Holmes?
I'm just gonna check up on the lady, and we'll be on our way, you know? We're just gonna go get some fertilizer or something. I should also check on Scotland Yard and see if our lovely detective is back. Detective? Was he a detective? I don't know. I don't remember. My brain is not functioning normally. It's too tired.
I'm sorry, sir.
Yeah. Oh, and there it is. There's the lack of body temperature control. There it is. Love to see it. Always happens when I'm tired. Or haven't slept in a while. God, it's such an awful feeling. Excuse me.
Just be careful with...
Yeah. Where's the fertilizer? Where you keep the fertilizer? Excuse me, sir, where do you keep the fertilizer?
I perceive that you are passionate about the Royal Navy.
Passionate? No, not really. I like ships, that is all.
Are you quite sure?
Bullshit.
You do not seem to be so interested in plants.
It's difficult, that's all. My future is here. It has never been about anything else.
You got declined, sir. Just his hopes.
And yet I know that the Royal Naval College rejected your application.
Ah, you truly are as clever as they say. Yes, that's correct. And in fact, my father was strongly against the idea. He did his best to ruin my plans, although I almost did succeed. But my dreams were shattered, Mr. Holmes.
Thank you, young man. We shall see you again soon.
Indeed we shall. I imagining speedrunning this game would just require you to find the worst, not correct answers. Because I think you could just immediately say certain people did it and just be wrong. If we just make our way through here. We should probably also... yes, he did have a motive to kill his father. He was sworn, yep. I don't think he did, in all honesty. He does not seem the type. But then again, I've been wrong on multiple occasions.
Poor Mr. Montague Dunn. It is so awful.
It's truly awful, yes.
This is one of the outlets of the ventilation system.
Oh. Oh, that's neat. I didn't realize. So there has to be one over there as well. Okay. Oh, no, there's not. Okay. Fair enough. But
We
there
can see the interior of the Colonial Collection Room from this window.
I don't know. I don't know where I'm going. I don't need to go back to... thing. Set up an alkaloid from mechanical lab during the caterpillars. I need the fertilizer. I don't know where to get the fertilizer. That is my issue. Seed house ventilation system. I was over there. Where would I go? Reserve. Did I go to the reserve? Oh yeah, that's just the hallway. That's right there. That's fine. Okay. Back to the Divine Syndicate. See if I can find any fucking fertilizer. Maybe. I don't know. I didn't really look that well, I suppose. If we just run along. And I truly do not think these guys did it. I think they just wanted the goddamn plants. don't think they murdered. I absolutely think it was Miss White. Then again, that's probably skewing my judgment of who actually.
Follow my path.
Yeah. Well, crazy. If I go in here, I'm looking for any bit of motherfucker.
That should be the raw sap that the Green Grand Mystic spoke of.
Delicious.
This is rather delicious, and of an excellent quality.
My word, Holmes. Their sap is like a form of cocaine.
I'll give you another spoonful. Okay. Not a fucking clue. I don't know what those specimens we have are. Oh, maybe we have to look up what those plants are. Mother. Well, we came back for cocaine, so it's fine. God damn it.
This cabinet is full of...
Oh, I didn't look at that
This
one.
substance is an alkaloid,
Oh, son of
the
a
same as in the bottle we found in the bushes at Kew Gardens. Perfect, Watson. We can begin our experiment.
You know what? We came back for cocaine and a fucking progression. There we go. I thought I looked over that last time. Motherfucker, dude.
Praise the grand tree. Praise it.
I don't think I'll be praising it. I think I'll be running away now. You crazy tree people. All right. This has been a fucking trip. Apparently a cocaine trip. If we open our deductions. No, okay, I thought we had an extra one, but it's fine. Alright, if I don't have to look up those plants, great. The one time I thought to look
I
there.
imagine that one of these plants would be capable of releasing a toxic vapor. I need to find out exactly how it could be done.
Just give it a nice
I shall
whiff.
begin now. Watson, if you are at all optimistic to have dinner this evening, then I'd recommend that you put on the gas mask.
Okay. Alright there.
A prickly plant.
Great.
A carnivorous plant. This is a strange and unusual plant.
Do I stab the motherfucker?
My word. It shot a spike at me after I stabbed it with a pin. I imagined that its reaction would be ferocious if I increased the strength of my attack.
Oh, come on, stab it again. Jesus.
It appears to have fallen inactive after being disturbed.
That's really fucking creepy and awesome, too.
No reaction.
No fucking reaction, I see. Maybe it needs to get stabbed again. Oh, careful there. Maybe it needs to get stabbed again. Oh, okay. That's a little...
This plant becomes inactive after being drenched with alkaloid.
It really just likes hiding. Wow.
This plant becomes inactive after being drenched with alkaloid.
Okay.
It appears to open after being soaked with alkaloid.
And then we just give it a nice caterpillar? Okay.
How interesting. What a strong and effective defensive mechanism.
A munch. Okay.
I find the behavior of predators utterly fascinating.
I mean, that is pretty neat. Okay,
It closed again. I believe I saw a small cloud of gas. I wonder what secrets this plant is hiding. Perhaps if we agitate it to a greater extent whilst it is opened, it will reveal a little more. I am interested in what might occur if the prickly plant should shoot at it.
Oh, okay. Let's go ahead. We need to open it up with alkalite. Okay.
It appears to open after being...
Okay, and then we just put this on here. And then the plant bites it, and then it shoots spikes everywhere.
Toxic gas with spores. Extraordinary.
You should not be breathing that in, huh?
The plants would be capable of killing only if they were directly next to the victim and stimulated at precisely the right moment.
Let us take our caterpillars to the Colonial Collection Room. We may see things more clearly there.
It is too early, Watson. Our suspects will be there. Let us investigate Kew Gardens one more time and ask some questions.
You okay? We need to go talk to Kew Gardens again? Down here, alright. White's lack of experience. The knowledge Miss White acquired at the university might not be enough to guarantee the correct reaction of deadly plant. Miss White had a biological knowledge to stimulate. Yeah, no, she is top for fucking biological class, as far as I'm aware, right? What happens if we just say she's not? Fucking nothing. Alright, great. She is knowledgeable. She absolutely is. Okay. Moving along, we get the fuck out of here. I'm not going to say hi to the nice lady, because she's doing just fine. Wrong fucking place. Thank you. God, this one's taking forever. I think it's just because there's so much room to move around in all these fucking places. That's why it's taking forever. I mean, so it's the fucking carriage ride, apparently. Goddamn, okay. This is a large area. It just needs to load a little more. Okay. I'm gonna talk to you.
Can you tell me if you saw Mr. Montague Dunn on the day of his death?
Yes, of course. I met him, and we went to see Albert, his son, at around 9:30. He appeared quite calm.
You okay?
What were you doing on the morning of the accident?
After paying multiple visits to Albert, I had a little talk with Miss White. Then I returned to my desk to complete some paperwork. Suddenly I observed that Mr. Dunn was not feeling well, so I ran immediately to fetch Albert. I clearly remember that it was around 10:30, for I was late that morning.
Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We shall continue our investigation.
Indeed we shall. Excuse me, sir. What do you remember the day of murder? I mean, the horrible accident.
Your father's death does seem highly suspicious. What were your movements here on that day?
Suspicious? Well, I was working in the seed house, taking care of Lysa something, or Lear Pontus, or... No, wait. Ah, these Latin names. And I spent so many hours trying to memorize them.
Did you see your father that day?
Yes. He came here with Mr. Hamish for his weekly visit. There was nothing unusual about that.
And then?
Nothing. They stepped out to the backyard. It was perhaps 20 minutes before 10 o'clock. Then about 10 minutes later, I saw my father heading for the dry tropics room while Mr. Hamish returned here.
And Mr. Hamish and Miss White, what were they both doing that morning?
Mr. Hamish visited me a couple of times. I also saw him returning from talking with Miss White, and that was at 10 minutes past 10. But then he ran back here to me to tell me that my father was feeling unwell. We hurried across to the water lily room, and I found my father lying dead on the floor. Oh, my God.
Thank you, young man.
Yeah, I don't
We shall see
think
you
he's a
again
murderer.
soon.
I do not think he's a goddamn murderer. It's between these two, absolutely, because it is not... It is 100% not the fucking other people. They have the resources and like the knowledge to do it, but why would they? They just want their plants back. Excuse me, lady.
Can you tell me what Mr. Dunn was doing upon the day of his death?
I can, but there is nothing very special to say. I was in the laboratory when I saw Mr. Dunn heading towards me. Tuesday is the day of his weekly visit. It was supposed to be at 9, but he was 10 minutes late, as usual.
And then?
Well, he came in to say good morning. Then I saw him spend 2 or 3 minutes by the plants outside the laboratory. After that, he ran out in the direction of the nursery, where Mr. Hamish was working. He was always in a rush during the inspection, you see. I would pity anyone who stood in his way.
And that was the last time you saw him?
Yes. I stayed in the laboratory until 20 minutes to 11, when I heard the cries of Albert and Mr. Hamish from the large glass house.
I joined them as soon as I could, for I knew that something must be very wrong.
What exactly were you doing in the laboratory?
I was recording an experiment for my thesis. I only stopped my work once when Mr. Hamish visited me briefly around 10 o'clock.
Aw.
You say you were recording an experiment when the tragedy occurred. Might I listen to the roll?
Certainly. Please do. You will find it in the laboratory. It is number 320.
Okay, I need to go back and do
Thank you, miss.
20.
Everyone has gone, Holmes. The way is clear.
Okay. So it 100% has to do with this fucking... Yeah. Inhale that shit. Escape the room. Is that it? He knocked over his fucking thing. Stumble over. Try to get the fuck out of the room. Yep. Oh, that wasn't even really a sequence. That was
When
just adding
Montague
two things
Dunn
together.
was standing close by the plants, the caterpillars were released and caused the deadly spores to activate. Panicking, and likely already half asphyxiated, Montague Dunn started back and knocked over the bust. He rushed to the door, but it was locked. He had to force it open with his shoulder. We already know the outcome. Montague Dunn collapsed and died not far from the pool. Well, it is time to perform our experiment on the ventilation system.
Indeed it is.
The caterpillars could only fall from the ventilation duct. Our caterpillars are in place. I'll activate the ventilation system so that they fall down. Watson, stay here and observe.
All right, Holmes.
Okay. We're just gonna have to follow the ventilation system, even though we already know it goes into the one room. Oh god, I gotta go all the fucking way through. Works, just running, we're gonna be fine. Oops, I didn't need to go the long way around that, but that's okay. Can I?
We can see the interior of the Colonial Collection Room from this window. This is one of the outlets of the ventilation system.
Indeed it is. Can I look at the lever that clearly is right there? Okay, and maybe not. That's fine. I really wanted to look at that, but that's fine. Okay, we're following.
From here, we are unable to see the interior of the Colonial Collection Room.
Yeah, the other person had to have done it. at that time. I need to get over to here. Okay, here we are. Turn transmission on.
Before starting the engine, I need to enable the power supply.
That's fair. I don't know how things
The
work.
power is on.
Okay, power is on.
The engine has started. The ventilation system is working.
Great, great. Now I need to go all the way back through to get to the fucking other section. God damn it. Motherfucker. Fucking running all the way back to the fucking other place already. Fucking god damn mother. Fine. It's fine. I just keep running, don't ask questions. We are there. Let's go. We gotta fucking pull this fucking lever.
We can see the interior of the Colonial Collection Room.
It's cool. Fucking pull lever.
Excellent. This ventilation fan is working. Let us see if I can activate the other one.
Oh. Oh, motherfucker. I needed to activate both?
Perfect. Now I just need to find Watson to check the result.
It works perfectly, Holmes. Bravo. Now, if you could just help me to get rid of these caterpillars.
Perfect. Now we know how the murder of Montague Dunn was carried out, by activating both Albert's and Mr. Hamish's fans.
But only from Mr. Hamish's workplace would it be possible to see when Montague Dunn entered the Colonial
That's why
Collection
Room. Who visited Albert first? It had to have been the guy, right? Why has he left plants in Kew Gardens in order to murder my... No. No. That's an awful idea. Someone stole the deadly plants before the Divine Syndicate. Yeah, no, like someone stole the fucking plants beforehand. White killed Dunn. That's a fair fucking estimate. We're missing something. Martin Hamish had the opportunity to stimulate the deadly plants of Colonial Collection Room. As a biologist, he would have understood the technicality of how to do this. He could have. White's knowledge. Yeah, stuff like that would make sense. Hamish is guilty. Effect: the arrest of Martin Hamish. But there's still more stuff to have the grand scheme of things. What happens there? Do I just... Hamish indeed had the opportunity. White the Syndicate. Yeah, everything seems wrong. Let me go back to the other thing. Zek is not involved. Yeah, okay. That rest Hamish.
Let's go to Scotland Yard.
Okay, yes, thank you. That's great. This is a lot more convoluted than the other ones for some reason. Now I gotta run all the fucking way back. She has the key, though. She has the fucking key. And if she knew they were going to be late, she could have activated it all beforehand and just waited in the office, correct? I don't know. I don't fucking know. We're still getting information out of them, apparently. God damn it, man.
A very good day to you, my friend.
The inspector's waiting for...
Oh, wonderful. Where is... Oh, we finally get to go in his office.
Inspector, I believe that Martin Hamish is guilty of the murder of Montague Dunn.
Aha! I knew it. I'll send the lads around to arrest him.
Very good. I shall wait to hear from you.
Okay, is that it? What's happening? This is not how usual things go. I'm still missing evidence. Because if we look at the deductions, we're still missing something. Oh, never mind, there it is. Okay, fuck. Yeah, no, he is not very knowledgeable. Great. That doesn't help me. Am I missing something else?
Inspector, I came here as quickly as I could.
Martin Hamish is in the large glass house. There's no need to hurry.
Okay. He's under house arrest now, I'm assuming?
Holmes, my God!
Yes, we found him like that.
Our messing around with the ventilation system didn't go unnoticed. Mr. Hamish realized that we knew.
Inspector, could you arrange the body, please? I should like to examine it.
Something's not right. Alright, Watson, let's get the fuck out of the way. Jesus Christ, Watson. Fucking.
The mark around the neck is very visible. He died instantly.
Okay. Okay. Life has become a living hell. I find it unbearable. Dunn deserved to die, but I cannot forgive myself for having his blood upon my hands. We Hamishes seem to have always fallen victim to our circumstance. And I find myself to be no exception. I must atone, and I shall do so here and now. Well, that's not very...
Holmes, his left shoe is unique. This anomaly is often a characteristic of...
A club foot. Bravo, Watson. That is the key element of this case.
A club foot? What is that? Jumping to his left shoe reveals that Martin Hamish has suffered from the club foot. And I don't know what a club foot is. Martin Hamish was unable to run due to the tribal torsion of his club. Oh, okay. He had sufficient time to lock the door and activate the ventilation system. Oh, he absolutely had an accomplice. That's what I'm saying, though, is they worked together. So he definitely was part of... Okay, so... Oh, okay. Oh, calm down. We'll leave. Calm down. Excuse me, Lestrade. I think it's,
Something about this rings very oddly.
Why do you say that, Mr. Holmes?
Why? Because of Mr. Hamish's club foot. Oh, I deserve to be kicked from here to Charing Cross. I should have noticed it.
But, Mr. Holmes, I can't see why.
No, I don't suppose you do. You must recall that Mr. Dunn was locked inside the Colonial Collection Room by the murderer. If it was Mr. Hamish, he would have had to run up to his workplace to trigger the fan situated above it, taking into consideration the condition of his foot.
Well, it is still possible.
Perhaps, but it is rather strange that such a person as Mr. Hamish decided to base his plan on the speed of his gait.
You mean to say that somebody helped him?
Oh, absolutely.
So the suicide is questionable?
Correct. Mr. Hamish accuses only himself in his letter, and so the investigation stops.
Possibly an accomplice, then?
Oh, it's
that
Miss
idea
White.
had not occurred to me, Mr. Holmes.
I have another idea, Inspector. Thanks to the testimony that we have collected, we are able to rebuild the events as they took place that day.
With a timeline, such as we did in the Jack the Ripper case.
I wish I did that
Precisely.
case. That sounds fun.
The map at the entrance of Kew Gardens should help us with our timeline.
Oh, wonderful.
Let us analyze the facts and statements
Oh,
so
Jesus
that we
Christ,
may
thank you.
recreate the events.
I was
of
not
that
going to remember
morning.
that shit. We got... Albert meets Montague. Montague Dunn at Martin Hamish seed plant. Oh god, Martin Hamish and Montague went to meet Albert in the shed house around 9:30. Yes, okay. It was around 20 minutes to 10 when Hamish and Montague Dunn went out to the backyard. Wait, what? Around 20 minutes to 10. Okay, so this time Dunn went out to the backyard. Okay. After 10 minutes, Dunn recommended his inspection and entered the dry tropics room. Okay. Hamish returned to the seed house at that time. Okay. And then Martin Hamish had a conversation with Miss White. At 10 o'clock. Miss White was in the laboratory until 10:40. She saw Hamish and Albert walking in. 10:40. Joined them there. Hamish ran to Albert as soon as he observed that Montague Dunn was unwell, which was around 10:30. Careful. Albert was in the seed house the entire morning. He observed Hamish returning from the visits 10 minutes past 10. Hamish returning from visiting Miss White. Play bits.
Let us summarize. Montague Dunn was poisoned inside the Colonial Collection Room. He forced open the door, which means that someone locked him inside there at 10:20.
Yes.
Martin Hamish was last seen at 10:10. This means that he has approximately 10 minutes to lock the door of the Colonial Collection Room.
Yes.
Given that he was club-footed, it is doubtful. Albert also has 10 minutes to lock the door of the Colonial Collection Room, which is quite enough time. Miss
Yes.
White was last seen at 10 o'clock, which means that she had approximately 20 minutes to lock the door.
Indeed.
More than enough time.
Oh, absolutely.
Perfect, Watson. Now, let us ascertain who assisted Martin Hamish in killing Montague
Oh,
Dunn.
it was absolutely Miss White. Miss White had 20 minutes. It would have been enough time to trap Montague. She could have locked the door and alerted Martin. Okay. Okay. Okay, game, calm down. Calm down. I understand. Hamish timeline. Albert timeline. Art and Hamish number are not accomplices. It's unlikely that Albert would have had the opportunity, and 10 minutes would not have been enough to lock the door and clone it. Albert and Martin Hamish accomplice. 10 minutes would have been enough time. I think that I think that is right. To my knowledge, that seems like she just leans guilty. Right? Like she's just so much guilt within her. Miss White is a dangerous woman, very capable of carrying out an elaborate murder for Montague's gain. She flirted with Dunstan, Albert, and later pushed Martin Hamish to suicide. Miss White is a different woman in debt, resigned to consorting with wealthy gentlemen. When Dunn cast her aside, she killed him in desperation. Hamish tried to save her. Ooh. Okay. These are very morally okay. I like how morally this is so tough morally. Like, how is her feeling for this? Did he truly try to sacrifice himself? That sounds... Because it was kind of in his handwriting, yes? She seemed very upset about it. I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with the absolve. No. Let's try to condemn first. Let's try to condemn. Or, no, fuck it, we're absolving. Fuck it. Fuck it, right? If we're wrong, we're wrong. We just go back.
But Holmes, how can you be certain that we'll find Miss White here?
It is obvious, Watson. Just use your brain.
I am using it. I do use it.
Now that the rope has tightened around Martin Hamish, Miss White must act to erase all traces of her implication. After the suicide of her accomplice, there is one final trace remaining: the deadly plants of the Divine Syndicate. She will be there.
Very good. Shall we go?
Just one moment. Now listen to me, Watson. I shall see her alone. You will conceal yourself behind her, quietly.
Whatever are you planning?
Nothing spectacular. The impulses of women have always been a mystery to me. But she is a bold one, and so we must be cautious.
All right. You can count on me, Holmes.
Mr. Holmes, good day to you.
You do not seem surprised, Miss White.
Well, I was expecting you.
Not for too long, I believe. So please tell me, as it is still unclear, who planned the murder? Was it you?
You were wrong, Mr. Holmes.
It was Martin Hamish, then. You managed to convince him to take on a more prominent role.
You could not be further from the truth.
You think that you can fool me?
You don't care what I think.
I am not blaming you, Miss White. You are a young and brilliant woman, trapped in a dull and hostile world. Life has never been easy, men in particular.
You... It is hopeless.
Indeed. Well, it may be true that I cannot yet change the world, but I can spare your life.
My life. There is nothing left to save. I have lost everything. Do you hear me? Everything!
Okay, she's crazy.
And you. You were just like all the others. You would abuse and take advantage of a vulnerable woman.
I hardly think so. Now just listen to me.
I've tried so hard, but I have had enough.
Miss White, no!
What is happening? What is in her hand?
I beg you not to do this, Miss White.
Don't come any closer.
Oh, she drinking.
Please remain calm. We can help you.
Not one step further. Don't try to stop me.
Stop this foolishness. You cannot truly want to die.
No, it's too late.
Oh, okay. Can I undo that? She just fucking went for it.
This is
tragic. Are you able to do anything?
I'm afraid not. The poison has been fulgurating. Her heart stopped instantly, poor child.
Can I redo that? Can I just, can I just undo that and then just, I didn't realize it was gonna be like right then. Right? Like that was quick. I thought I had a little more time. I thought it was gonna be like slow motion or something. Like with most, oh my. Hi there, butt. Okay, so White is an accomplice. Absolve. Confirm moral choice. Can I skip ahead? I would enjoy skipping ahead to
But Holmes...
Oh yeah, here we go. Come on. Okay, we're here. Step forward.
I beg you not to do this, Miss White.
Don't come any closer.
Okay, step forward again.
Please remain calm. We can help you.
Not one step further. Don't try to stop me.
Okay. We're gonna step forward again.
Stop this foolishness. You cannot truly want to die.
No, it's too late.
Mine! Fuck you!
Well done, Watson. She was not faking.
Oh, I know.
Miss White, you have no right to take your own life.
Dr. Watson? Did you just save me? Or worse?
I don't know. She was absolutely the accomplice. Yeah, she was absolutely... No, like, that was desperation right there. And, okay, her life stopped. She killed him in pure desperation for helping his friend. She was the one who locked the door in the collection room directly after Hamish released the caterpillars. She did not deserve such a terrible... Yeah, she did kill somebody, though. But she literally was about to take her own life for it, so you know what? Accept decision. That's fine with me. Yeah. No, I'm a hidden Samaritan, apparently. Like, she saw no other way to go about this. Like, her life was crumbling before her. That does not excuse it, I don't think, but, like... I don't know. There's already too many dead people. It's fine. She was not a cold, manipulating individual. Yeah, she had me the first half, not gonna lie, with that, that wording she was using was a little concerning. Anyway, it looks like we're gonna have, I believe, one more mystery. Hopefully it's gonna be the best one of them all, And we're going to be doing that next time.